Europe. I like to fly. And when I'm looking out the window, and I think, this is pretty cool. There's millions of people down there as we're flying over the United States or over a city. Some of them are having a good day. Some of them are having a bad day. Some of them are totally depressed. Some of them are having great sex. I mean, God knows what, okay? There's some going to commit suicide. And there's some babies being born at that time. But it's important, I think, that as much as you can during the day, wow, this is a good day. At the end of the day, I do have a prayer. And, I'm not super religious. I happen to be a Lutheran. But I'm very open and ecumenically to religions and cultures and whatever. When I'm getting ready to go to bed at night, I thank God for the day, if it was a good day. I thank for some things that have happened. Part of my prayer at night is, God, hey, help me to help you, to help others, and to help myself, and to help myself become better at helping others and helping you. We're the ones who were put on the earth. If you believe in God, God's not around doing everything. I don't think. I think we have to do it. I see some great things happening with people. I see some people influencing people, okay, in a very positive way. And so I'm happy at the end of the day when it was a good day. I'm sorry when it was a bad day, but I also look at some of the good things that happen. One of my little prayer things at night is I thank God for my people that support me in my groups, my people that are my fans, okay? It's kind of cool to have some people quote me or say thanks. When I finish the domestic violence thing, people write things. When they're done with 52 weeks in our DV thing, it's really wonderful to have somebody sit there and say in the report that they learned a lot more about themselves. They learned more about their weaknesses and their strengths. I think that's important. When I said before you can, know who Mr. or Mrs. Right are, you have to know you. I call myself intensely mellow, rigidly flexible, and an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. I also consider myself a liberal conservative or a conservative liberal. I think we have to work in the middle in these things, okay? Yes, I'm rigidly flexible. I need to, I'm leaving in a couple of weeks to go to Europe again. I have my list. I'm going to open my suitcase up 2 weeks before, have it laid out here in one of the rooms and start filling it. I'm going to check down my list. I have a separate trip list for Europe, separate trip list for summer and winter, because there's different clothes I take, okay? And there's a separate trip list when I just go East Coast, or if I'm just going away for a weekend. So I'm rigid there, but flexible. Hey, if things don't go right, that's the way it goes. When I travel, I have my plans all settled. But if something happens where, like last summer when I went to Paris, we had the 106-degree weather, we had a bed bug problem in the building, all of a sudden, my plans got changed, okay? And I'm okay with it. I have to flex, okay? Intensely mellow. New York's intense. Honolulu's mellow. I like Los Angeles because it fits me. It's intensely mellow. We can have thousands of things to do on the weekend if we want to, or I can hide in my condo and isolate myself in the middle of 15 million people. New York, it's really hard to isolate yourself anytime, 24 hours a day. Honolulu, pretty mellow, or Wyoming, pretty mellow. So I need that combination. So I'm intensely mellow. And introverted, extrovert, I am terrible at parties. I don't like going to schmoozing situations, okay, or networking parties. Oh my God. But what I do at a networking party, I sit there and I go over and find somebody else who's standing on the side looking like they feel like I do. And I go over and say, this is as boring for you as it is for me. And we start talking. Guess what? Now I've made a friend. Okay? Oh well, this is a long one. Goodbye and have a good day.